everyone, it's Corin, and you're watching EnKoreMakeup. Blend, blend, blend.
Hi, Corin, stop using my lipstick.
Hey everyone, welcome to Encore, and yes, we're here again with James Vincent, and we're going to talk about
the makeup show Orlando.
Orlando! Oh my god, this is the 5th show this year.
This is the 5th. Is that all it is? Just 5?
Right? Just like you added one, just like, oh my god. Just like,
I know, but you know what? We really felt like the makeup show is such a resource for makeup artists in all areas of the industry, and as we become more pro and become more of a resource, we really wanted to make it available to artists all over the place as well. So although our shows are international, being in Chicago and New York, which are kind of expensive cities, can be cost prohibitive for those artists that are just starting out or raising their families, and we really felt like we needed something in the southern market. We looked at a number of amazing cities, but Orlando is great because it is an international destination. There's a great makeup community there. Throughout Florida, there's a great salon community there. They get education, and it is so inexpensive to travel and stay there because of the theme parks.
Oh my god, I know, just like airfare and hotels and stuff like that. It's like even if you're not from Florida, you can actually afford to go to the show.
Well, and that's what I'm telling people. The people from DC, we have a huge number of people coming down from DC because it's cheaper for them to fly down to Orlando and get a hotel for 2 nights, even now 2 weeks before the show, than it is to get a hotel for 1 night in New York City. So we have people coming from all over the country. We've got great education. It's a first-year show. We've got about 70 brands.
Oh, good.
That will be there. Yeah, I'm really excited. And
70,
some new product launching, which I'm very excited about.
There's going to be a lot of new stuff that's going to be launching in Orlando. We are so excited about it. And of course, you know, the whole core team is going to be there. So education, like you said, is going to be there. There's going to be hands-on, right?
We've got hands-on. We've got all of the education that we always have. The difference in the makeup show is that I really try with education to respond to every market. So here we're bringing in our heavy artillery. We've got Orlando Santiago, we've got John Hennessy, we've got Johnny Lavoie, we've got Eugenia Weston and AJ Crimson, all doing hands-on workshops, as well as Marietta Carter Narcisse, who's a local artist who has an international career with Sparkle and so many films behind her. And then for keynotes, we've got a great selection. Some of our usual first-year suspects. We've got Maurice Stein of Cinema Secrets and Michael DeVellis, really dealing with the business of makeup, how you can get your career going, how you can keep yourself established, and how you compete in an industry and in a market like Orlando and the rest of Florida where there are so many makeup artists and maybe not as many opportunities for work. We also have great makeup geniuses like Johnny Lavoie, like AJ Crimson, who will be looking at different areas of artistry and career. And we have Corey Castellano with us for the first time, whose work in television and film is so major, and he's such a great guy, and I feel like I'm missing somebody, but you'll have to go to the website at themakeupshow.com.
Because there's just so many, it's like all the brands and all these like big names in the industry, and gosh,
names. Plus we've got all of the brands, and the education with the brands is really some of my favorite, because when you come to the makeup show, it's not the artists that are working in the department stores. When you're going to Inglot or Makeup Forever or Temp2 or Obsessive Compulsive, you're meeting the owners of the companies, you're meeting the hiring executives, you're meeting the international artists, and for me that makes a big difference. That you can go to an OCC and meet David Klasfeld and then see a seminar from him, or Sheila McKenna who's there with Kat, or you'll be there, Elisa Perspuz will be there. It really is some of the best, and for me what I try and do with the show is really bring in those artists that are so generous with their time, with their information, and to inspire. Because I think what we're really looking at in the industry right now is how people can keep building their career. There's so much going on right now in the industry. Technology is constantly changing, better than anybody. There's always new products coming along, and bringing in someone like you who's an expert and understands all of that can sometimes give a different insight to those artists that maybe aren't as aware. So I'm very excited about the education.
Yeah, me too. And we're also going to have a blogger event, right?
We do. I just added it on. When I looked at the list, sometimes it's a very organic kind of process with the makeup show, and I looked at who was available, and we have so many great bloggers that are based in the Florida market. And we really, I was reading Clumps of Mascara, and I thought, oh my God, why don't I do the Blog and Beyond in Florida? And who better to bring in than you and Elisa and two of the originals, two of the people that have been vlogging and using YouTube and understanding the internet presence for so long. And so I'm so excited because I think that there are so many artists there that want to know what they can do to increase their reputation and their presence online.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's very important, with social media being the trend
Social
right now.
media right now is such a part, and for old people like me, it's difficult. I'm on set every day. I don't have time to keep up with my Pinterest and my blogging. I'm obsessed with Beautylish right now. I'm totally obsessed with Beautylish. They just did a feature on me, which I love because I'm there every day. But I'm obsessed with social media, and I love that I have someone like you that can explain it to me. And so I think that it's great for our artists to see what they can do to really put money in their pocket is what it comes down to. My accent's coming out.
His accent's coming out.
Talking in my Rhode Island accent for you here at EnKore.
It's gonna get worse in Orlando. But what kind of classes do we have scheduled in Orlando for the artists?
We have 2 full-day workshops with John Hennessy and Orlando Santiago. One of them is brand new, and it really is about looking at your work, looking at kind of developing your editorial eye, and being able to translate that into your work with real women. This is great for people that are doing real women, that are doing bridal work, or want to get into the commercial and catalog market that's happening there. We also have a Makeup 101 with Orlando, which is great for those who want to brush up on their skills or really break down the makeup application and bring it to the next level. We have 2 days of workshops on everything from editorial work, foundation application, airbrushing, just really a little bit of everything. And then the seminars are nonstop.
Right.
It's just trend and technique and those tips and things that focus on one area like a smoky eye, and other things that look at your overall application, that bring in the trends from Fashion Week. It's nonstop education with this show, and I do think that this makeup artist in this market really values that education.
Oh yeah,
so
absolutely.
we're really hitting it hardcore.
And that's one thing about the makeup show, of course, we always bring education. That's our platform, that's what we're all here for.
I also bring my EnKoreMakeup cap.
Matchy.
Twins. People really can't tell us apart sometimes.
I know, right?
It's funny.
Yeah.
When I put the hat on,
I know, weird
people
look.
think I'm Korean.
See, it doesn't matter what profile.
We're really, I think that the other thing too with the show is we've got so many new products launching, and I just want to talk about that because we always have so many great new products. Makeup Forever and Tem2 are both launching new initiatives, new products that are so different than anything we've seen.
Yes.
Kevin Aucoin will be down there with their new product. Inglot has a whole new product range and a powder that's really revolutionary. But then we also get the independent artists, and I find that exciting. Elisa will be down there launching her new brushes, her Purse Buzz. And EnKoreMakeup himself, Corin Zander, will be launching, to go along with your existing palettes, a color range.
Yes.
And I find that really exciting because you're always there representing other people, and I can't wait to see what your vision is.
It's going to be there. I'm actually going to be premiering in Orlando, so I'm really excited, not just because of the show itself and all the education and all the other brands in there, but I'm actually introducing something that I worked on for a long time to the show, so yes!
And I love that you're introducing at the show, and it means so much to me because I think when people see something so new and so exciting, and the ingredients that you're working with and the colors that you're working with and your understanding of the industry on so many levels, I think it's going to be one of the hot ticket items at the show.
I hope so.
I think you better get your orders in now, kids.
Right? Yeah, so it's going to be in Orlando, and I'm really excited about it and stuff like that. It's different, something new. It's so I'm so excited. Hopefully you guys will support it.
I'm pretty sure they will.
Yeah.
And once again, we will be doing something with Corin's followers because the show is a pro show. a lot of times people will email us or email Eve Taylor, who oversees the social media, and they say, I'm one of Koren's followers or fans, but I'm not a professional makeup artist, or I'm just starting out in the industry. What we do, always do, is the people who support and follow Purse Buzz and who follow EnKoreMakeup and some of the other blogs are invited to the show, because we know that these are the people that are looking to go to school, that are looking to build their kits, that are looking to break into the industry, and maybe are not working as makeup artists right now, but that need that break and need that introduction.
Yes, absolutely.
So we're so excited that, of course, as a fan of Koren, you are a friend of the makeup show.
Yes, you are. So you are invited. There you go.
There's the invite. Just tell them you know me. That won't get you anything. But
or me. No, him. A friend of him. Wait a second. Friend of me. I'll get you in. Or Purse Buzz.
Yeah.
Who can't join us? How
Not
disappointing
yet.
is that?
Maybe we'll do
But
it
in Orlando.
in Orlando.
Yeah, we will. We'll be doing that.
I'm gonna wear a bow for that.
A hat and a bow.
Yeah.
So we have the education, we have amazing artists that are going to be there, we're going to have products, new products, old products, brands, oh my gosh.
It's just 2 packed days of everything that's going on. It, for me, could not come at a better time. It's a great way before the holidays to get together with your makeup family and kind of wrap up the end of the year, get ready for next year, and get ready to go through the holiday season knowing that you have everything you need for your clients in your kit, getting that extra bit of education, and just forming those relationships. The thing with the New York show is it's 7,500 people. Mm-hmm. It's a huge show, so you don't maybe get the one-on-one time with the brands or with the presenters. Orlando really allows that. Yeah. And I think that what people are finding is the relationships that they sometimes build at the first year shows continue forever. We have people that have been coming to the New York show and every show that we do every year, following us around the world because of the connections they made at a first year show, when it is possible to go up to someone, spend 10 minutes with them, and make that relationship happen.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I know that you guys are asking about this, about the hands-on workshop, and you're asking what's provided during the hands-on workshop. So James is going to tell you what's provided when you show up at these hands-on workshops.
With the hands-on workshop, the only thing we ask you to bring is your brushes. And if you don't have brushes because you're just starting out, it's something we can help you with. But what we really want to do is give you an opportunity to be able to play with product that maybe you do not have in your kit. And so all of the brands at the show are able to give product to have in the workshop rooms so that you are actually able to play with and touch and feel and put on the face. Because for me, I'm a makeup artist, and so I want to touch everything. I want to see how it responds. I want to see how it works. And also, for so many of us, we're makeup artists because we love makeup. Right. This also tells me what I don't need for my kit. Maybe I have something that is already doing that job. So we provide all of the product. It's tables full of product. People come in and their eyes bug out of their head. But it really is a great way to maybe play with some of the product that you haven't been able to afford, or maybe it's not sold in your area, or maybe it's just something you didn't hear about. Right. And so for me, it's a great opportunity to play. I can tell you, I've seen the changes. You know, when we come in with someone like Kevin Aquan, Sensual Skin Enhancer, which is one of my favorite foundations, people would pick it up and say, oh my God, it's too heavy. Even my artists. Right. And now I've got everyone addicted to it. It is everything, but you've got to know how to use it, and so they have it out so you can play with it. HD formulations, Graftobian and Makeup Forever, Temp 2, they all have these great formulations, but people maybe have their liquid they went to school and used, so now we give it to you to play with at the show, and that's how people get to know the new stuff. So everything is there except your brushes.
And that's one thing too, is that just like you go to this hands-on workshop and then you have the products right in front of you that you can play with. And if there's a specific product that you're really not sure of, this is now the opportunity for you to ask the instructor that's in there on how to manipulate or use that product, especially if you're not used to or familiar with that product, right? That's what we're...
And I think understanding one of the things that we're doing, one of the keynotes is a kit focus. And it will be myself, I always lead it at every show, with John Hennessy and Orlando Santiago and Kathy Aragon, who's also doing hands-on workshops.
Whose birthday is today.
Birthday is today.
Happy birthday, Kat.
And they will be talking about some of their must-haves for their kit. And Kathy, for me, is such an exciting artist right now because she works in such a different area of the industry, overseeing the makeup for CNN during an election year, being a working mom, owning a business, you know, having an agent and a family to deal with, for me, Kathy always talks about all of those things, and I know a lot of my makeup artists in that market are in the same position. So I'm excited to have Kathy with me at this crazy time for her. I don't know how I scored her 2 days before Election Day, but I'm going to take it.
Right?
So,
grab them.
yeah.
Just like that.
And if you have any questions about any of our artists and the type of work that they do, you can go onto the website, themakeupshow.com, and go into the About Our Artist section. And you can learn about the biographies of all of our artists, because it's a great way to know maybe what workshop you should take or whose work you really love.
Right. And then one more thing. For those of you guys who's never been to a trade show, a makeup trade show before, especially in Florida, we're probably going to ask this question: what if we want to take all the classes and at the same time want to see all the brands and the products? What do we do? What would you recommend? What would you suggest?
I have to say, you've got to set up a schedule for yourself. The brands are the same both days, their shopping is the same both days, but the education changes. And so I think what you've got to do is really look and prioritize and say, okay, well, if I'm taking this workshop from 12 to 2, then I've got to get my shopping in from 10 to 12, and I really want to see AJ Crimson speak or whoever it is, and to have that schedule set for me is really important. It's also important to leave time to be social.
Yes.
You can go and buy makeup at the show at huge discounts. We're talking 40, 50, 60, 70% off the brands, but it really is the relationships that build the career. So take the time, get to know Marietta, get to know a Michael DeVellis or a Corin Zander,
or James Spencer.
because we know that the assistants that I have, that I hire, the artists that I put onto jobs are people that I meet at the shows and meet in the schools.
Right.
I had over 300 people this fashion week that wanted to work with me. I had 7 spots. And most of them are people that I met through a makeup show that worked with me at the show that I knew in that way.
Right.
Because you tend to get the one-on-one interaction there. So that to me is the most important part. Bring your business cards, bring your CVs, bring your portfolio, and really wow, and really take a minute and talk to the experts.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's the Makeup Show Orlando coming up November
4th and 5th
at the
Peabody Hotel.
Peabody Hotel. Oh my God, how
Cute
central is
ducks,
that? I know, right?
And the nice thing about it really is I know the Peabody is booked right now.
Yeah.
There are so many hotels right on the drive.
Yes.
There is a shuttle that runs up and down. There are hotels for $60 a night. Great
Yes.
hotels. Don't be afraid to check out the prices. Get on Orbitz or Travelocity or any of those sites. It's such a great deal. Do not miss out. We do have space left in some of the workshops, but tickets are moving fast. So
Tickets are moving fast. Talking about tickets, how do they get tickets?
the easiest way to get tickets is to go online at www.themakeupshow.com. There's probably a link right here.
That's where you can get tickets, but don't procrastinate because this is going to be hot and exciting, and it's probably
And the
gonna sell
first
out.
year shows, I'm telling you, build the future relationships.
Yes.
I have, you just walked by someone in my office who I met at the makeup show, and now he works with me on everything.
Right?
Yeah. It really is. You know, once it's like it's like a fight club. Family in, family out. There's no other way. We're a makeup family at the show. So.
Awesome. All right. So for those of you guys in the South, especially Orlando, Florida, Miami, somewhere close by. Atlanta, yes.
New Orleans.
Birmingham, Alabama,
Birmingham.
Texas. Where else?
Nashville.
Yeah. We're looking forward to see you guys. The Makeup Show Orlando coming up November 3rd and 4th, Peabody Hotel.
Or the 5th.
4th and 5th. Ah!
www.themakeupshow.com.
There you go. All right. We'll see you guys then.
See you there.
Bye.